Hello everyone. We would like to thank you all for liking our videos and sharing it to as much as you can. So now in this video we'll see how to secure rank in Patna University BCom Honors exam. So this video is relevant for all those students who is preparing for their BCom Honors examination from Patna University, whether you are in first year, second year or third year. So further I'll share my experience of securing third rank in Patna University, and following there will be subject wise steps on how to secure good marks in the papers of BCom Account Honors of Patna University. You can see my results. This is my result, and my paper wise marking is here. In third year I have secured highest in income tax, which was 95, and in second year the highest securer was 88 in specialized accounting, and in first year the highest was in financial accounting, which was 90. So we'll discuss the tips only on the honors paper, not of the subsidiary papers, because the overall percentage comes upon honors paper. So in BCom first year we have two honors paper, one is financial accounting and another is auditing. So tips for paper 1, that is financial accounting, will be, first tip will be proper format to be maintained. So whenever we used to solve any accounts problem, फॉर्मेट हमेशा हमारे दिमाग में रहता है. फॉर एग्जांपल हम इस इमेजेस में देख सकते हैं कि हाउ द फॉर्मेट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग इज बीन मेंटेन, like heading in the books of head office, branch account, proper tabular format with date, particulars, amount, an amount. Below the amount there is proper presentation of the currency followed, that is rupee, and if it will be dollar, then that dollar need to be presented there. Another tip is working note should be shown well. So we can see in this images how the working note are presented very clearly and neatly, like working note 1 in order to get the closing stock, and working note 2 for the calculation of manager commission. Third tip will be solve past year question paper. In accounts, practice makes you perfect. So try to solve question papers of past years so that you can well present your answer during your examination. And fourth point will be ledger folio, debit, credit and amount column. Debit credit should be presented very well. So next paper in BCom first year is auditing. So it is very difficult to fetch marks in theory paper in comparative to practical papers. So in order to get good marks in auditing, your answer should be extraordinary, which means जो नॉर्मली स्टूडेंट्स लिखते हैं दैट इज़ एन एवरेज पेपर, तो मार्किंग भी एवरेज होती है. लेकिन अगर आप अपने थ्योरी पेपर में एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी वेटेज डालते हो या एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी प्रेजेंटेशन करते हो तो मार्क्स विल बी अबव एवरेज. सो द फर्स्ट टिप इज try to quote case studies or relevant definitions if remembered. Always try to quote case studies of auditing. When you used to read the chapters, try to underline those case studies or definition so that it will be easy for you while writing the answer to quote the same. Second tip is introduction, definitions, explanation and conclusion. These are the proper sequence in which your answer should be presented. First introduction should be there, then if any definitions remembered, then that should be there, then it should be followed by explanation, and at last conclusion. Then third tip is chart presentation wherever required. Chart, or you can say diagram, if you can present an audit answer, or in between the answer you need to do some kind of pictorial representation, you can do that. Fourth is pages of answer should cover 4 to 5 pages. Two-sided counting is used. So ऐसा नहीं है कि ग्रेजुएशन के पेपर्स हैं तो आप 6 से 8 पेजेस में अपने आंसर्स को लिख रहे हैं, सो दैट यू विल गेट गुड मार्क्स फॉर 20 मार्क्स यू विल गेट good marks. So the pages should be restricted to 4 to 5 pages. The answer should be quality one. So इस images में हम लोग देख सकते हैं there is a question for audit program and how well the answer is presented. First the introduction is followed, and then the process, or you can say the explanation is followed, and then at the end the conclusion carried. Moving on to BCom second year honors paper, the first step for specialized accounting paper will be proper format to the maintain, that is balance sheet should be there, and second tip will be working note should be there. Another, solve past year question paper, practice. Again this is a kind of accounting paper, so practice will makes you perfect. And fourth tip will be reserve for your debit and amount column, which is same as financial accounting. So in specialized accounting we can see the images, the heading is there, journal is there, debit and credit is there, narration is also quoted there with dates and proper entries, debit, to, and all. Tips for second paper of BCom second year, that is business law. In business law, try to quote section and act if remembered. If sections and act you have remembered, then try to quote the same, and if not, don't try to quote the wrong section. Don't try to bluff the examiner, क्योंकि examiners को पता होता है कौन से sections कहाँ पे हैं, या कौन से sections number, कौन से provisions में कौन से section govern हो रहे हैं. So if you don't remember the section, don't quote the section. Okay, if you remember, quote the right section. So try to quote section and act as well, plus try to quote examples. This will make your answer a very good presented. Second, the same, introduction, definitions, explanation and conclusion. And in law, in explanation part there will be reference of the sections and the act. Third tip will be try to prepare own handmade notes. This will help you during your examination revision. So always try to prepare handmade notes for business law. And again the fourth tip will be pages of answer should be 4 to 5 pages. So for answering the question of essential conditions of valid contract, see how the answer is well presented. Section 10 of the Indian Contract Act, this means this is the section and this is the act, and then the point is been carried or is explained with the help of example. So these are the proper presentation for business law in order to fetch good marks. So moving on to BCom third year honors paper. First paper is cost accounting. In cost accounting the tips will be pen down the questions. In cost always try to practice a lot and pen down the questions. Just do not go with the flow of the examples. What student they used to do is कि हम examples देखते हैं and we used to think अरे this is very easy to solve, but जब examination में वही question solve करते हैं तो हम 3 से 4 बार वहाँ अटकते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने questions को pen down नहीं करा. So cost is that kind of paper जिसमें questions को pen down आपके copy में करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So remember, in order to get good marks in cost accounting, pen down the questions. Second tip will be practice a lot. Solve past year papers, refer a book, good cost accounting book, and solve. Practice a lot. Third, presentation should be proper with working notes. So in cost, also the presentation matters a lot. For example, we can see this images. This is process costing image. First the naming of the account, process X account, then the debit, credit, and then the column, that is quantity, rate. Generally student used to forget this column, एंड बाद में जब हम आंसर्स देते हैं, जब हम सॉल्व करते हैं, तब हमें रियलाइज होता है कि ओ शिट, देयर शुड बी अ कॉलम ऑफ रेट एज वेल. सो रेट कॉलम एंड देन अमाउंट, same is there with to and buy. Same in process Y account, debit, credit, to, buy, and working notes. This is very important. How the cost per unit is calculated. So working note should also be there. Tips for another honors paper of BCom third year, that is management accounting. First tip is clear presentation required. So management accounting is a game of how well the paper is presented. So clear presentation is required. Second, practice. Solve past year's papers. Third, presentation should be proper with working notes. In management as well, working notes should be there. Fourth, write formula, then solve and quote comments. See, this is for ratio analysis. While solving the question, before solving the questions, first write formula, then solve it, and always try to quote comments like higher the better or lower the better, whatever the results may be. So we can see this images of ratio analysis. While calculating the current ratio, first the formula is being quoted and then the calculation is done, and उसके बाद we should always write here comments. So this will make your answer effective in presentation. So that should be tips for another BCom third year honors paper, that is income tax, will be first make provisions notes and revise regularly. While preparing for income tax examination, try to prepare your notes in which there should be a provision governing the same with section, and you should revise it regularly. Second, practice solve past year's papers as per recent Finance Act. In solving the past year papers, remember you'll have to follow a recent Finance Act. Third, presentation should be proper with working notes. Fourth, try to quote sections and acts if remembered. So in income tax as well, if you remember the sections and the act, it will make your paper well presented. So we can see the proper presentation of one of the questions for income tax. While presenting the answer, first the student has quoted the section 22, annual value of building owned is taxable under HP except it is used for business and profession. The way he has quoted the section and then the heading, then municipal value, fair rent, then this is carried with proper explanation about what is the standard rent, then actual rent with what rule 4, quoting of rule 4, and then GAV higher of 4 or 5, then municipal taxes, and then deduction, and then 30% standard deduction quoting the section 24, here also section 24, and then the proper amount is calculated. So there is a very proper presentation. In income tax as well, presentation matters a lot, and try to form the working notes. Like for example, you presented your answer here, or you calculated your answer here, and after that working note should be there in the down, like working note 1, and explaining the provision calculation done here, and their explanation should be in the working notes. जो भी हमने यहाँ पे calculation करा as per the provision और as per the sections of the act, उसका जो explanation है वो हम working note में करेंगे 1, 2, 3 and likewise. If for another paper of BCom third year, which is business statistics and mathematics, first step is clear presentation required. While solving the maths, there should be a clear presentation, or for solving the statistics, the tabular presentation should be there, and if there is a diagrammatic presentation, that should also be there. Another is practice solve previous year papers. Third tip is, if you're not good at maths, generally the people are not good at maths, so grip your control over stats. In statistics there is a very straightforward question, so you can grip your control over stats in order to get good marks in both the paper. Fourth tip is, show each step neatly and clearly. While solving the maths, your steps should be very neat and clear. We can see this images. This is a problem of AP. So the first, how well the answer is presented with here a2 minus a1, 4 minus 2 series is already given, and then solving it in a stepwise detail, and at last quoting the conclusion that it is not in same throughout, so it is not an AP. So the presentation matters a lot, so you need to focus on these area in order to get good marks in your graduation. Thank you for watching this video. All the best for your examination. Stay tuned to our next video. Like, subscribe and share our page. Thank you.